clean and nice and ting and ting. I'm Tiffany Cameron. I'm Tiffany Cameron, Reggae Girlz striker, and you are watching the Reggae Boys commentary. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Hello everyone, my name is Tiffany Preston and welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary. Thank you so much for tuning into another video on this channel. Really appreciate it. And we have some breaking news for you all, and that is that the squad for the Reggae Girlz for the upcoming friendlies against South Korea have been confirmed. Now let's just add some clarity to this right now. Jamaica will face South Korea in a friendly on September 3rd, and they'll play a training ground game on the 6th. So the game on the 6th is not necessarily the game in relation to FIFA points, quality points, but the 3rd, that's an official friendly international. And that is the match that we have to pay close attention to as well. So I know you guys must be saying, well, Simon, who is in the squad? Show me the squad. I mean, I guess you can see the smile on my face because you all know who is in the squad that should be in the squad. And you guys saw the video that I did in relation to the top 10 names that I feel should be in the squad. All right, look, some of them might honestly not be there, but look. Let me tell you guys something. It's really good news. It's really good news. Oh boy, I tell you, I'm going to I can't I just hello Claudette. Hello mother. Let's bring up the squad. Let's bring up the squad. All right, so this is the squad. Are you guys ready? Let's go through the names, shall we? All right, Sydney Schneider, she's in the squad. Cool. Yasmin Jameson, she's in the squad too. Cool. Chantel Swaby, Alison Swaby, Vian Sampson, Chinyelu Asho, Kayla McCoy, Atlanta Primus, Marla Sweatman. Ray! Marla is back in the squad. Pull it. Who else is in the squad? Who else is in the squad? All right. Khadijah Bunny Shaw is in the squad. Tierney Wiltshire is in the squad. But it says, yeah, Houston Dash on trials. Yeah, she hasn't signed a deal with the club as yet. Drew Spence, Maria Gray, Trudy Carter, Olufala Shade Amalekan or Shade Amalekan, Denisha Blackwood, Tiffany. What? Do you guys see that? Look at number 17 on that list. Look again. Look. You guys realize what that means, right? That Tiffany Cameron is back. Oh, hurt my legs. So Tiffany Cameron is back in the squad, guys. That's right. You can't discredit a good player. You can't keep down a good player. You cannot keep down good form. You just cannot. Good things come to those who wait. Great things happen to good people. You can't keep a good person down. You cannot. You can't. 17 goals, 7 assists, 23 games last season. That is purple patch of form figures right there. 3 goals, 1 assist, 2 games this season. You cannot keep a good girl down. You cannot. That is quality. Quality that you can't remove. And this is an opportunity. A grand opportunity 10 months out before the World Cup. 11 months out before the World Cup to stake your place in the team. What a grand chance this is for Tiffany Cameron. Let's run through the rest of the squad. Shania Hales, she's in the mix. Cameron Simmons, wow, Cameron Simmons, who impressed so much at the CONCACAF Under-20 Championship over in the Dominican Republic. She is also in the mix as well. Leah Brooks is also in the team. She also impressed at youth level as well. And guess who's in the squad, guys? Siobhan Wilson. Yes, the young lady that we've spoken so much about. She is in the squad. Malia Atkinson. Malia Atkins, who was the leader, captain, defender for Jamaica at youth level, University of South Dakota. Malia's in the squad. And guess who's back, guys? Guess who's back for a return? None other than midfield maestro Giselle Washington. Now, let me tell you all something. If you had to give this squad a rating, this squad would be a 9.5 out of 10. Honestly, if you had to give this squad a rating, it would be a 9.5 out of 10. Yes, you might not see a Jodie Brown. You might not see as well a Rebecca Spencer, but you have certain players that are unavailable for this fixture. Why? Because some are injured and some have personal situations that they're dealing with. So it is just the reality of the situation right now, and there's nothing that you can do about it. We're just going to have to take it and move on. Look at. Remember the top 10 names that I gave in the video? Remember the top 10 names I said must be in the squad for that friendly against South Korea? Let's tick them off, shall we? Marla Sweatman, bam, she's there. Drew Spence is in the squad. Drew Spence is there, bam, she's there. Chinyela Asher is in the squad. She's better than Messi, bam, she's there. Good. Bonnie Dede, bam, she's there. Tiffany Cameron, oh, you don't know Sasha did it, or else problems are going on. So you see what I'm saying? Yes, I wanted to see Paige Bailey-Gale. I wanted to see Rebecca Spencer in the squad. But you have injuries, Havana Salone in the mix as well. Mia Mitchell, she's just returning to the pitch for training. So it'll be extremely difficult to give her a debut under these circumstances. So it's not something that, it was more of a hopeful sort of thing than an expectation from Mia's perspective. You get her a couple of games under her belt and she will be moving forward. So I have no doubt about that whatsoever. So Mia Mitchell, Rebecca, Kiki Van Zanten, Havana Salone, Paige Bailey-Gale, they might not be in this squad for the games against South Korea, but they'll be back. They'll be back soon, quite soon. Oh, wow. Look who's hopped in on the live. You're most welcome. Glad that you were able to pop in. So if you had to give the squad a rating out of 10, it would have to be between a 9 and a 9.5 out of 10. The only disappointment for me in terms of this squad in particular is an injection of the youth that I spoke about in Mia Mitchell, but I'm confident that her opportunity will come in due time. Rebecca Spencer, not being mixed, this also gives an opportunity to either Sydney or Yasmin to stake their claim and to really challenge Rebecca Spencer for that number 1 jersey. Moving forward, yes, Kiki Van Zanten is not in the squad, but I think she did sufficient job in the qualifiers to prove that she's going to be a vital asset for the Jamaican team moving forward. No Havana Salone, but Havana Salone is a veteran midfielder, Jamaica's only goal scorer at the World Cup, so I feel at some point we're going to see her return to the fold. Paige Bailey-Gale as well. I still think she hasn't stamped her authority yet in a Jamaican shirt, but that time will come. And of course, we have Tiffany Cameron, we have Bunny Shaw, we have Chinyela Asher, we have Drew Spence, Marla Sweatman in the squad. So some good names, some good names. And I know some of you might be asking as well, but Simon, let's talk a little bit about the new faces in the squad. Let's talk about the new faces in the squad, and then we can break them down a little bit more and what they'll bring towards the squad for these upcoming games against Saudi Arabia. Oh Lord, love infest in the comments. I hear you. So the Jamaican squad. So there's 1, 2, 3. Let me break it down for you guys. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Of the 23 players that have been called up for this fixture, 12 of them were members of Jamaica's squad that went to the FIFA Women's World Cup in France in 2019. Big up, bless up, positive vibrations. Radio, really, really appreciate the support. And we'll also break down the other names as well and, move forward from there on in. And we really, really do appreciate the support. Tiffany, I know you're watching, and share the good news as well. You and Marlo in Hungary, I'm sure you guys will link up. You guys have been outstanding ambassadors for the country, and you both, deserve all the praise that you are receiving right now for being in the mix. So it's richly deserved. So really, really delighted that you are back in the mix, and hoping that everything will fall into place here and that things move forward. Claudia Preston says, "Hi, Tiffany." So yeah. Oh wow, a mini conversation in the comments. Yeah, so that's where we are right now. Wow. So that's where we are right now. So let's run through the names as well in terms of the new faces, new additions to the squad. We know about Sydney Schneider as well, playing in the World Cup. Yasmin Jameson, has been part of the pool for some time. Chantal Swaby, Alison Swaby, Vian Sampson. She made her debut for the Reggae Girlz last year. Her home debut for Jamaica came this year, but she made her debut for the Reggae Girlz last year. Chinila Asha, she's been a Reggae Girl for quite some time. 10 years when you include youth team appearances. Kayla McCoy, she should have been at a World Cup, but she got an injury in one of the warm-up games and was replaced by Maria Gray. So that is the reason why she wasn't there in that sort of mix, that squad. Atlanta Primus, born in London, represented Chelsea, LA Galaxy. Now it's playing her trade with London City Lionesses. A forward, a very dynamic one as well. Her debut for the Reggae Girlz came last year against Costa Rica, and she was also part of the squad of the Jamaican team that came third in Mexico quite recently. Marla Sweatman, a 10-year veteran for the Reggae Girlz. When you include cumulatively the senior team and the under-20 teams, Bonnie, Tierney Wiltshire, as we know, was a member of Jamaica's squad throughout the course of the World Cup qualifying campaign for 2023. She was part of the squad in the final round as well. Her debut came on September 30th, 2019. So her debut came in the Olympic qualifiers for Tokyo 2020. But she's 24 and she's a utility player. Drew Spence, we know about her time at Chelsea, now at Tottenham. Maria Gray, remember her from Seattle Sounders days. Trudy Carter, she's still in Lithuania with FC Gintra, and she also played in the UEFA Women's Champions League. Olufalashade Adamalekan, now at USC. She's the younger sister of Nathaniel Adamalekan, former Jamaica under-17 and under-20 striker. Denisha Blackwood, left back, and Den is now operating over in France. And remember, we saw her play in the Women's Champions League for Slavia Prague. Remember her playing there, and we saw her at Orlando Pride. We saw her at Houston Dash as well. Now at 25, it's a different chapter of her career. That is Denisha Blackwood. Tiffany Cameron, where do we start with her? Ferenc Barros, Borussia Mönchengladbach, Eto Yor. Whenever she scores, Jamaica wins. Say no more. Shania Hills, Bristol City. Shania is relatively new to the national program for Jamaica. She made her debut last year. A former England under-20 player, under 19 player rather. Played for Birmingham City, played for Aston Villa. Now she's playing her trade with Bristol City. She's a forward, and she has been around for a few camps, and now she'll be looking to move a step further in proceedings. One of the new faces of the squad is Cameron Simmons. Cameron Simmons, as you remember, was a member of Jamaica's team at the CONCACAF Women's Under-20 Championship, which took place over in the Dominican Republic. Now, this tournament was back in February 25 to March 12, and Jamaica in this competition, they advanced past the group stages, and Simmons scored a number of Jamaica's goals. In fact, of Jamaica's 3 goals in the tournament, Cameron Simmons scored 2 of Jamaica's 3 goals. Cameron Simmons scored 2 of Jamaica's 3 goals in the tournament, and this came in the 3-0 victory over Haiti, where she scored a brace in that game. Leah Brooks is another player that is new to the squad out of Hawaii, well, Honolulu. Leah Brooks is another new face in the squad. She represented Jamaica at the Under-17 Championship quite recently, in that CONCACAF Women's Under-17 Championship, which took place also within the Dominican Republic. This was in April. This is in April where Jamaica played in this tournament, and Brooks had a good contribution for Jamaica as they advanced in the tournament. They went on to the quarterfinal phase of the competition. In the round of 16, they got the better of Cuba, and eventually they were eliminated at a quarterfinal phase to the United States. So Leah Brooks, Cameron Simmons, and another new face to the squad is Siobhan Wilson. Siobhan Wilson is a player that we've been crying out for some time. A player of this caliber, a quality defender, 28, ready, strong, full of pace, and you're going to find a really, really good football player out of this young lady. I promise you. This is a quality football player, I'm telling you. And to round out the list, a recall to Giselle Washington. We saw her in World Cup qualifying. She scored that crucial goal against Trinidad that helped to turn the campaign around for France 2019. And finally, to finish this list, Malia Atkins out of the University of South Dakota. Malia, we know already, we saw her at the CONCACAF Under-20 Championship, which took place in the Dominican Republic. And, she was called up in that senior team camp. She's 20 years old now. She turned 20 in February of this year. So the sky's the limit for this young lady. Honestly, a defender with pace, a defender that is strong, a defender that is not afraid to get into any sort of challenges. And I'm looking forward to see what the future lies for her. And I can't wait to see when the squad comes together. It really, really is going to be an exciting one. And I'm really keen on how everything works out. I really, really am. And I'm looking forward to seeing how it pans out. I think it's going to be a great, great one. So, Cameron Simmons, Leah Brooks, Siobhan Wilson, Malia Atkins, 4 players that could make their debut. We'll see. But this is an opportunity. And in terms of the time of the fixtures, we'll work that out. But it's scheduled to be at 3 a.m. Jamaica time on September the 3rd. 3 a.m. Jamaica time. That's the time for that fixture. So we'll see. Happy for you, Tiffany. Congratulations. Simon, I'm not sure about Giselle. How has she been doing in college? Is she playing? It's been a tough couple of years for her. Yeah, it's been tough. But the real test is going to be when she's back on the pitch for Jamaica. Are we going to see the same Giselle Washington that was a young girl amongst ladies that proved that she was capable from that youth level? Or is she going to take a bit of time to get in the groove of things? I'm not going to have the same expectations like I had for her 3-4 years ago. But just to see her back in a national jersey is something to be proud about. Congrats, Leah Brooks. Yeah, big congratulations. Giselle Washington is back. Nice. Yes, really, really excited about this one. This is something really to get behind and proud about. So honestly, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Yeah. So that's where we're at this point in time. When is Marley Frey going to get a call? Eventually. Eventually. It's only a matter of time before Marley Frey gets a senior game for the Reggae Girlz. Just a matter of time. I think it's going to, with the striking pool right now, it's going to be a challenge, but the time will come. Trust me. It's only going to be a matter of time. Simon, no more in NWSL with Jamaican roots. Yes, you have many other players that have Jamaican heritage, but some of them are on the cusp of US national team with the senior team or under 20 duties, and others are hoping to be US or Canadian internationals in the future. So that's where we are right now. But you do have players, yes, that are eligible to represent Jamaica. Absolutely. 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 100%. Even Marley Frey that we talk about, I know it's going on a tangent slightly, but I want to see our brother Ian Frey play for Jamaica. I want to see our brother Ian Frey. Ian Frey is a baller. Ian Frey is a defender, but he's a baller. Ian Frey is going to be 20 quite soon. Ian Frey is at Inter Miami, and there's a lot of enthusiasm about his time that he could be somebody special at the club. So I have no doubt about the future of him. When you look at a squad with DeAndre Yedlin, Kieran Gibbs, Gonzalo Higuain, Damian Lowe, this is a squad stacked with players. Noah Allen, Jovin Jones. A dangerous side, this, A real dangerous side, this, Seriously. It's really good. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. That's where we're at. That's where we're at this point in time. So that's where we are. And look who mentioned me in their IG story. Look who mentioned me in their IG story. Yeah. Yeah, Marlo and Tiffany deserve the call-ups more than anybody else. I deserve it. Richly deserve it. Trust me. It's an opportunity to impress, succeed, do well. So that's the situation where we're at right now. So where do we go from here? It's a strong squad. They should be in camp sometime next week to meet up in South Korea. I feel as though you'll have the best 11 play in the friendly match and the squad in the fixture in the training match. We'll see how that goes and how that pans out. What I'll say is that we have a squad capable of beating South Korea. Capable of beating South Korea. And that's definitely the confidence that we should have. Yep, and Mr. Galaxy has hit the nail on the head there. That's one right there. Dorian Bailey is a player with Jamaican heritage right now. Dorian Bailey is 25. Washington Spirit. North Carolina for school. Represented US from under 17 to the under 23 team. But an option. An option for Jamaica. A really, really good option. So we'll see. We'll see what the future brings. So that's where we stand right now. Yeah. So that's where we are right now. So, Reggae boys, Reggae girls, Jamaican football fans, what are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about this squad that has been called up. I'll bring it up one more time so that you all can see. And you all can give me your thoughts about it, as the squad is supposed to assemble on the 30th. Supposed to assemble on the 30th of August rather. Yeah, that's when the squad is supposed to meet up. But yep, that's the squad. Just a reminder of what the squad is. Simon, do we have a therapist for the women's team? I think some of our ladies have had tough times with the last years. We need a team therapist. We do have a massage therapist. When you say therapist, though, like psychologist, we don't usually have one that travels with the team, to be honest with you, but I do think it's something that's necessary. Can you list out the names of the squad? Sure, I can list out the names of the squad. No problem at all. I can do that. Sydney Schneider, Yasmin Jameson, Chantal Swaby, Alison Swaby, Vian Sampson, Chinyelo Asha, Kayla McCoy, Atlanta Primus, Marla Sweatman, Khadija Bunny Shaw, Tierney Wiltshire, Drew Spence, Maria Gray, Trudy Carter, Olofalasha Deda, Malakan, Denisha Blackwood, Tiffany Cameron, Shania Hales, Cameron Simmons, Leah Brooks, Siobhan Wilson, Giselle Washington, and Malia Atkins. So that's the 23-player squad that has been called up. So that's where we are as it stands. But what are your thoughts? Let me know what you guys think about this. If you had to rate the squad out of 10, Alika Keane should get a call up in one of these friendlies. Alika, she didn't get much playing time over in Hungary, and she's now just starting to get playing time in the Czech Republic. Personally, let her use this time frame to get settled, focused, get into the environment, and if she puts in good performances, she'll be back in the pool. So that's where we are. No, my friend, Konya Plummer is pregnant. Konya Plummer is going to be a mother quite soon. I don't know when she's going to be a mother, but she's going to be a mother soon. She's going to be a mother very, very soon. So that is where we are right now. She's going to be a mother very, very soon. So yeah, that's the situation with Konya. She's going to be a mom, and of course she's going to need Will she be part of the World Cup squad? That's going to be another question. It depends on. I mean, only mothers could answer this question because I'm not a mom. Could you return to professional football after 3 months after breastfeeding, 6 months after? She could. She could make the World Cup squad still. Her daughter or son would be a few months old by then. But yeah, she could make the World Cup squad. I could see it happening. I could definitely see it happening. So. But that is the latest right now. She's going to be a mommy. I know for sure this squad can beat South Korea. Of course they can. Pregnant. Dorian Bailey. Yes. Yeah, Chaina Matthews. Yeah. Chaina Matthews has 2 or 3 kids. Yeah. And when she went to the World Cup in 2019, she had a child a few months before. So it's possible Konya Plummer could still make the plane for Australia and New Zealand, and I wouldn't put it past her to do that. So I'm not going to rule it out at all. I still think it's definitely realistic and possible for that to happen. So I'm not going to rule that out. So that's the squad. That's where we are right now. Let's see. Mr. Galaxy says I would rate the squad and a solid 8. Okay, that's fair enough. Happy for Washington and Sabrina Panton. Miss her. Yeah, I miss Giselle too. Giselle has been that player that we've needed, but it's going to be very, very important. It's going to be interesting how you have Drew Spence, Havana Salone, Marla Sweatman, Giselle Washington. Ooh, that's a lot of deep midfield options to call upon. Yes, Simon, a sports psychologist. A sports psychologist doesn't travel with the team, but I honestly believe that it would help. It would help. And when the time is right, I'll give examples in other sports of how it would have helped Jamaican sports teams. But for now, what I'll say is that it's definitely something that we need. Alan Carr says 10 out of 10 for you. Okay, I give it a 9.5 out of 10. Is Salone Spence? Havana Salone is not in the squad, but Raju Spence is there. What is Ashley Shim up to these days? Ashley Shim retired from professional football. Ashley Shim retired from professional football in September 2019, and this announcement was made via Instagram. So she retired in 2019. I know, because she's 28 and she's going to be 29 sometime in November. And it's funny because she's one of the few players that represented the Cayman Islands and Jamaica. But yeah, and one of the few players that went to the World Cup and didn't get a chance to play. I think herself, Chanel Hudson-Marks was another as well. And Yasmin Jameson. So, but yeah, that's where we are. But you can definitely say that the squad is improving, the squad is getting better, there's progress in itself, there's growth. And you can't ask for anything more than that. So, progress in itself. What happened to Salone Spencer Bailey? Some of players are injured while some of the players are unavailable due to extenuating circumstances. So that is the situation. Injury for some and extenuating circumstances for others. Is Jada Bailey their name? No, Jade Bailey is not in the squad. Ashley Shim retired. Yes, she retired in 2019. Yeah, Ashley Shim retired in 2019. Yeah. But yeah. But what I can say is though that in the past the Reggae Girlz have had help of a sports psychologist, but they definitely need one to travel with a team. It's definitely someone that they need. So there is one that I think a lot of players spoke about in the Hugh Menzies and Hubert Busby era. I was about to say Matt Busby a while ago, but in the Busby era, there was certainly there was somebody that assisted the players, and the players did well and liked, what that individual did in terms of a sports psychologist. So, yeah. Jade Bailey not playing for any club now. Yeah, Jade needs to get a club at one point because she left Liverpool at the end of the season, so she needs a club. That's what she needs to do first. Jade has played for Arsenal, for Chelsea, and for Liverpool. They did that. But yeah, that's the situation with Jade. So who are going to help Drew in the midfield? This is madness. We need Jade Bailey. Come on, Island Carts. Come on. You have Chinyela Asher. You have Giselle Washington. You have Marla Sweatman. All right. All right. You even have Sade Adama Lakan that can operate as a number 10 if you want to have two number 10s with Drew. But if you're talking about somebody behind Drew or beside Drew, then you have Marla Sweatman, you have Chinyela Asher, and you also have Giselle Washington. So, yeah. So you have those options, very much so. Good, solid options. Mr. Galaxy says, my midfield three is Drew, Giselle, and Primus. In another video, we'll touch on the starting 11 prediction, well, match preview, I should say. And then we'll talk about the pros and cons, the strengths and limitations of the South Korean team, and break down the best Jamaican 11 for this fixture in particular. So that is exactly what we'll do in future videos. So that's something for us to bear in mind and look forward to in future videos. We'll definitely work on that. What do you mean they're not good enough? Chinyela Asher, she's better than Messi. What is wrong with you? Chinyela Asher, she's better than Messi. Have you seen this girl touch a football? You don't want to see anybody else touch a football because this is one of the most talented players on our team. Naturally talented. Natural ability. Chinyela Asher. Come on, man. Come on. Don't discredit that girl from Silver Springs, Maryland. Don't discredit Dr. Kevin Asher's daughter. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Satara must be missing as well. Satara, look, my friend, at the end of the day, we'll all have our preferences in terms of who we should or should not be in the squad and all of that information. But there's going to be some players that you're going to be like, well, where is she and where is she? But once the best team is picked, I'm fine right there. So, yeah. Which club Chinyela Asher plays for? Chinyela plays in Sweden. Chinyela Asher plays in Sweden. And the club that she plays for in Sweden right now is IAK in Sweden. Her club is not doing absolutely 100%, but guess what? She's one of the few shining stars at it. And remember, this is a player that's one of the youngest Jamaican to play in the UEFA Women's Champions League. The youngest Jamaican to play in the UEFA Champions League. She was playing in the Champions League in the 2016-2017 season when she was playing over in Kazakhstan, went out in the latter stages of the competition, had an absolutely fantastic run in that competition. It was just a fabulous piece of work by them to go that far in the competition, honestly. It was great to see the progress that was made by her during that period of time. And when you reflect on things and how things matched out, beating Verona, around the 16 of the competition, that for me said enough about Chinyela Asher. It told me everything. Yes, they eventually fell to PSG, but Chinyela Asher at the time, when she was at the club, I think she was 22. Yeah, the youngest Jamaican at the time to play in the Champions League. Mara miss out on the Women's Cup, probably injury. Sydney will get another cup. Or yes, we'll see. Tatara Mori, other club. Giselle has a really high ceiling. Giselle can be Jamaica's starting holding midfielder for the next decade if she's fit. What is your opinion on Sydney, and do you think she's good just like a Spence? Rebecca Spencer is the better goalkeeper. And that's no disrespect to Sydney. Sydney is still learning her trade. Remember, Sydney has been a professional goalkeeper now for only 2 years now. Prior to that, remember when she was at the World Cup, she was still in college, in university. She's still honing her craft as a goalkeeper. I still feel that there are some strides that she has to make in terms of her positioning for crosses and also for the corner kicks, organizing the back line. I still think that she could get a little bit more stronger in the arms. She has that wonderful height already, and I think once you utilize that to good effect, she can be an absolute beast. And the opposition can you can drive the fear of God into those sorts of individuals. So, Jody Brown and Kiki, no, they're not in the squad, but I don't think you have to worry about anything. This is an opportunity to look at a couple of new faces, but this is not a situation where Jody Brown and Kiki are overlooked from the program. It's a chance for young players to play, and this is exactly with what is happening right now in this particular squad. So, yeah. Professional pro clubs FIFA 20. Salon is okay. Sydney is young and will develop more, says Sabrina Panton. Yeah, she will. When is Jamaica playing? Jamaica is playing on September 3rd. Saturday, September 3rd. That's when Jamaica are playing. But, Reggae Boys, Reggae Girls fans, what are your thoughts about this squad? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about it. Are you pleased with the squad? And out of 10, how much do you rate this squad in particular? The recalls of Marla Sweatman, the recalls of Tiffany Cameron, the recalls of Giselle Washington from injury. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about this. And don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boys.